When did you realize your parents just wanted free labor? I was doing chest compressions on my grandfather when the ambulance arrived. He had started making weird gasping sounds and then just stopped breathing while I was feeding him. I had been his only caregiver for 3 years, and I was terrified that I had finally killed him, like my parents always said I would. After the paramedics rushed in, they took over and got him breathing again. One of them looked at all the machines and medicine bottles and then at me. "How old are you?" I could barely breathe. 15. "Where are your parents?" "They're on vacation." She looked at the IV in his arm and all the pills everywhere. "Who's been taking care of him?" "I have." Her face changed completely. "What do you do for him?" "I give him his medicine, change his bandages, manage his feeding tube, and help him go to the bathroom." "You're really doing all that completely by yourself?" "My mom showed me how when I was 12. She grabbed her radio. I need police and child services to meet us at the hospital." At the hospital, a doctor told me my grandfather was stable, but he had a heart attack. A police officer came in and started asking me questions. "Walk me through your day." "I wake up at 4:30 to turn him so he doesn't get more bed sores. Then I give him breakfast through his feeding tube and his morning pills. I do his physical therapy exercises and change his bandages. Then lunch and more medicine. Then I have to suction his breathing tube and give him a bath. Then dinner and evening medicine." "How much sleep do you get?" 2 or 3 hours if I'm lucky. A social worker came in looking angry. "When did you last leave the house?" I had to think really hard. "Maybe 2 months ago to get his medicine." "You haven't been outside in 2 months?" "I can't abandon my grandfather." "What about school?" "I do school online when he's sleeping, but the internet cuts off a lot because my parents don't always pay the bill." "Do they pay you for any of this?" "No, but they buy food sometimes." The social worker's hands were shaking. "Sometimes?" "They said they can't afford both food and their vacations." The officer wrote something down fast. "They called my parents and put them on speakerphone." "This better be important because we're about to get massages," my dad answered. The officer didn't waste time. "Your father is in the hospital, and we have some serious concerns about your son's living situation." My mom's voice was sharp. "What did that useless brat do now?" The social worker leaned toward the phone. "Your son has been doing wound care, administering medicine, and providing physical therapy to his grandfather alone." My dad sounded annoyed. "Okay, and?" "Someone had to watch Dad, and we needed a break from dealing with that whiny kid." The officer's voice got stern. "You basically abandoned your son and your elderly father." My mom scoffed. "Abandoned? We provide them with everything they need. Everything except food, apparently," the social worker said. "Your son is severely malnourished." I could practically hear my dad roll his eyes. "He's just being dramatic. There's food in the house." "When did you last buy groceries?" There was a pause. "I don't know. A few weeks ago." "He needs to learn to make things stretch." My mom started yelling. "We're not made of money. Do you know how much this trip cost?" The officer spoke slowly. "Your son also told us you said it doesn't matter if his grandfather dies." My dad laughed like it was a joke. "Well, obviously it doesn't. The old man's half dead already." My mom jumped in. "Exactly. And now this ungrateful little bastard is probably going to cost us thousands in legal fees when we're just trying to enjoy our vacation." The officer's voice went cold. "When you land back in the States, you'll be arrested immediately." My dad laughed again. "Good luck with that." Then he hung up. The social worker asked if I had other family, and I told her about my cousin. "We can call her now." I felt sick. "But who will take care of my grandfather?" "He'll go to a nursing home with trained nurses." I started crying. "What if he's scared without me? I'm the only one who knows how he likes things." She held my hand. "The nurses will figure it out. You should go live with your cousin and go to real school, okay?" I wanted to agree, but I felt awful. What if he thinks I left him? "You're 15. You should be living your own life." I nodded as I wiped the tears from my eyes. My cousin took me to her house after they moved my grandfather to a nursing home. I get to go to high school while my parents wait in jail for trial.